Hey there.
Now they both can't get into the rooms. Where's the other one? Where did the other one go off to? She might thank me for getting the other guy to piss off. Oh, there's a tree in here. Wonder if they've any jobs for me.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him.
Not really.
You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
You know my father? Have you seen him?
Well, yes, of course I do. Don't you know who I am? I suppose James never told you. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your father many years ago. Your mother as well, in fact. You'll have to forgive me, this has all been very stressful. What with your father suddenly showing up here after being gone for so long. You have to understand that we put all of that behind us. Project Purity, our work, all of it. We've moved on, even if your father hasn't.
I'm trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
I have to vault to look for him.
Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted for you. Well, you won't find him here. He's come and gone already.
Which we could say that, well, we didn't really have a choice. The Overseer tried to kill us since he left. Wish we had that option.
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you. It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone. I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know? James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time, and wants to try again. Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you. Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could. Yes, well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough. Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or your chasing after him. I'm sorry. I suppose I can spare a few stim packs. It's not much, but it might make things easier for you. Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know? It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated. We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment. You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the Purifier.
Hey, sorry about that.
What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell.
Romance
Your father
flag.
and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now. This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule. Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again. Good.
No job from her. Thankfully no one minds if you wake them in this, so let's do so.
Yeah?
She's certainly head and shoulders above most everyone else around here, though that's not saying much. Look, some of us are... Anybody coming through here would have to talk to Dr. Lee. The Weatherly Hotel is a good choice. It's on the upper deck.
Oh, I forgot about there.
I'm Janice Kaplinski, Chief Botanist. What do you need? I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really... She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should...
Sadly no work for me. Wouldn't be surprised if the science bobblehead was around here. Oh, speak of the devil. That's actually intelligence one. It takes the smartest individuals to realize there's always more to learn. Indeed. Some Greek philosopher was known for saying, that he was some to the effect of that he was the smartest man in Greece because he knew nothing.
Good to see you.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Nope.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Nada.
Evening. Hello.
Keep an eye out. So what? Zimmer's... It's got that whole Nazi thing going on. Who cares? And he cheated me out of pay. Well, I was cheating him, but he didn't know that. Anyway. Do.
Yes.
What a guy. Why would you... Marketplace closed... Oh, thanks. Marketplace closed at night. Okay, I'm glad I didn't wait overnight there. Could have had a strop.
Hello.
Howdy.
I really hope you're not thinking of breaking into there.
Hmm. I can just give the hobo some water, it'll be fine. Every time you try, use karma. While I can just give a hobo water, I want to minimize how much water I need to give. Thought there was also singular ones that had like a, if you found a hashtag that did something or whatever. I can't remember. Jesus. Doctor has only result in confinement or banishment. Apart from standard dangers, the city also provides a few uncommon problems for long-term residents. Lockjaw. Treat with penicillin when available. Getting cuts in the rusty ship hull. Ooh. Right along. From inhaling rust particulates, particular problem for hangar deck residents and shut-ins. Stem therapy and time to outside to flush the system. Fish poisoning. That's a problem nowadays, but occasionally someone finds a fish in the river and is dumb enough to try to eat the thing. Radiation levels spike and mercury poisoning drives most victims crazy. No cure, but at least people nearby get a reminder not to do it. Bannon, still suffering from his social problem. Keep on penicillin and try to convince him to watch out in the future. Brock, another day, another broken nose. Try to see him as a patient, but at least the people he refers are still alive. Barely. Paulie Cantonali, treatment for the steady stream of his addictions would be a steady income, but I can't waste the resources on him if he's just going to get hooked again. Holmes. Chronic case of red lung from all the repairs below deck. Prescribed a few hours of fresh air up top every night. Gary, exhaustion. Iran really needs to take a rest at some point, but then again, who doesn't? Trini, surprisingly healthy, apart from the alcoholism and other chronic dangers of her line of work. Guess they grow them strong in Lampwhite. Interesting.
Everything looks okay here.
They want to invest in better security.
Welcome to the Weatherly. Mr. Buckingham at your service. This is the Weatherly Hotel. It's the finest establishment in Rivet City. Oh, the mere 120 caps. Excellent. Simply venture into the hallway, turn left, first door on your left. That is your room. Or is that the broom closet? I always get those two mixed up.
Of the muttering.
Please, place your order. I serve Miss Vera. Yeah.
So rude. Let's sleep. Bought the room, may as well.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Sorry, mate. Standing room only.
Yeah? You need something?
Jesus.
Yeah, he's totally strung out. It's gonna kill him one of these days.
You don't look so tough. You're bothering me.
Okay. Let's try this.
You're bothering me. No. Interesting. Never look a gift slave in the mouth, I say.
Security, security, security. Always around when you need him.
I'm on duty. Make it quick. Oh, really? If someone took your stuff, go get it back. If they shoot at you, shoot back. Otherwise, I've got to see it for myself before I'm going to do anything.
Okay, I just got go ahead.
Over here.
He had a finger on him. That means he's evil.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting jumpy, I guess.
Take him out. Damn. This is hopeless.
Okay, how are we meant to handle him? Sister fall tree.
Hey. Hello.
Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel.
Okay, you're Vera. Okay, actually, the answer to the quest is to give her a gun.
Welcome to the
25
Weatherly
caps
Hotel.
for one.
I'm your hostess, Vera Weatherly.
Heard any interesting gossip?
Well, I really shouldn't tell you, but have you heard about Polly Cantelli? He's addicted to chems. His poor wife Cindy is at her wit's end.
No, that's pretty much an open secret. So she's addicted herself.
You haven't heard? Angela has the hots for Diego. But since he's a priest, he's been putting her off. One of these days, she's just going to jump his bones.
Rape him? Maybe I should take a gun to her.
They say Mr. Lopez is losing it. He stands on the top of the bridge tower for hours at a time, just staring out over the city. Poor dear. I know what it's like to be alone. I'd love to take him in. Don't worry. I have the means to keep him fed and healthy, but most importantly, safe. Oh, that's wonderful. If you ever wander back into Rivet City, why don't you check up on us? You're always welcome.
See, Carmen.
Welcome back, sir. Oh, yes. She's crazy about him. He keeps telling her no, but he also spends a lot of time with her. It's really not fair to her.
It's also not fair for her to want to rape him. So, meh.
Poor James. His mother drinks too much. When she does, she doesn't treat him very well. Personally, I think she blames him for his father leaving her, which is ridiculous.
One of the new immigrants died of radiation poisoning last week.
Yeah, I heard she was drinking river water.
The ship's water isn't much better. Yes, that's locked. And yes, I can see you eyeing it. You're in the Rivet City Clinic. I'm Dr. Preston.
May want to work on computer security.
Don't get any cute ideas. Security is just a shout away. Now, if you've got...
Be cautious.
Young?
Hey,
Hey there.
this place could use a few more people willing to work. Everything is falling apart. I'm the only one willing to fix it.
You're saying that he was willing to... Oh yeah, that's McBannon. I thought he was a repair dude, but he's not. Didn't lock his door. Tisk tisk. Anyone could just walk right in. For shame. Yeah, the replenishment is random. When I was saying earlier, like, a gun is a good thing to have to defend yourself. Just I've seen people before that were talking about this kind of thing, and it just, God, they smacked at people I wouldn't trust with a gun. Kind to, like, they see a shadow coming down the road, and they just open fire. Whether it's, you know, animal, mineral, vegetable, it's getting some bullets coming right at it. Nice. Agenda for next council meeting: fence on the flight deck, taxes, gate tax, water tax, weapon contribution program, weapons. But yeah, they just seemed far too twitchy. Like, having a weapon and whatnot is a handy thing to defend yourself with, but they need to be treated with a good, you know, high level of respect, given, you know, you know, they kill people, you know, so you need to treat them with respect. So if when you do use them, then they should be used, you know. At times that should be used and used correctly. Some people just seem, you know, too jittery, paranoid. It would not be good with them. So, yeah. More of a danger to, I would say more of a danger to themselves, but they're more of a danger to anyone living near them. Hostile or otherwise. Science rep, civilian rep, security rep. Bridge repair continues to be a drain on funds. Permanent bridge considered, but dismissed as too risky in case of attack. Bridge tax for non-residents proposed by Bannon. Vote fails. Hydrophonics in the city health continues well thanks to the efforts of Dr. Lee and her science team. However, system breakdowns are commonplace, requiring much maintenance. Proposed recruiting other scientific minds from Tenpenny Tower Underworld. Vote fails. Attempts to clear a Marlork infestation in down below continues as usual. Argonauts team is able to contain them and occasionally wipe them out, but they continue to nest in the area, posing a theoretical risk if they return aggressive towards higher decks. Might suggest closing off or deck 4. Vote fails. Funds on ammunition allocation for Marl cleaning operation proposed by Harkness. vote passes. Dr. Lee leaves early to oversee hydroponics testing. Meeting adjourned. As I said, to make life easier, I'm going to just put all this into science. Seriously, I can even take this? Huh.